Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's wonderful to see that there are so many people participating in this discussion. We have a lot of information that has been shared with you so far, and we have a lot more to share. And we're hoping that these tips and tricks are going to be useful to you in this next exciting chapter that you're about to head into. I want to talk to you a little bit about career pathing and the options that some of which Heather has shared with you that are available to you. This is in no way meant to be limited to these, but these are just some ideas that we've all kind of collaborated on and thought could be helpful to all of you. If you take a look at some of our national accounts that Dermalogica is associated with and does business with, we have quite an extensive portfolio. And this screen just highlights a few of the available resources that we have for all of you. These are brands and companies that are super fans of Dermalogica and who have worked with us for an extensive amount of time. And if you take a look at these brands, what's even more exciting is that there are so many locations nationwide. Ulta, Hand and Stone, Sephora, Massage Heights, Salon Centric, Blue Mercury. They're names that all of you should know and probably do know and have frequented, but they're fantastic places that are very, very supportive of the Dermalogica brand. We do a lot of work with them. We support them. They are fans of our education, and more importantly, they're fans of the people and the teams that we continue to pump into them, so to speak. So meaning the graduates that come from schools just like you, who are entering the job force, who have an extensive knowledge of what Dermalogica is about and all of our protocols and all of our products. They don't want to take the time necessarily, or don't have the time because time is money, to necessarily start people from scratch and teach them the foundation of the business, which is Dermalogica and our treatments. And they are looking for people that are coming into the job force who already have the skill set. So if you take a look at this list and you look at the locations, odds are that there's some place on here that might be a great start right out of school while you're waiting to get your license. A little bit about that is talking about what they're looking for. Now, you, as what Heather was saying, you might be wanting to go behind in a room, and you might want to start doing treatments. But because you're not licensed yet, that isn't an opportunity that's available to you. So what could you be doing with your time to sort of develop your skills and hone in on your expertise, and at the same time sort of explore what might become your passion? Because right now you might think that, well, skin treatments are my passion, but you might realize that you have a different set of skill sets that you become aware of and that will benefit you in your career progression. So let's talk a little bit about some of the skills that these retailers or these businesses and chains might be looking for. First and foremost, communication. Your ability to assess the needs of the customer and being able to understand those needs. Are you a good listener? It will not hurt you to get in front of some of these job opportunities and start to finesse that skill and start to take a look at how you can better that and be a better communicator so that you can perfect your craft. Problem solving. Customers will often turn to an expert or industry professional to solve their skincare problems. And whether you are standing next to a gondola in Ulta or in Sephora, or you are behind the register and you are the person who is making that appointment for that person at, let's say, Massage Heights or Hand and Stone, you are going to be that person who is assessing their needs and making the appointment, creating the add-ons for their treatments. Those things are going to benefit you for the long term, being able to develop that skill. Time management, can't express this enough. One of the things that you will be doing is seeing multiple clients in one day, and sticking to a schedule is important. You're going to get thrown curveballs. You're going to have people changing their schedules on you. You are going to have a lot of different things that are going to happen, and you're going to need to know how to pivot. If you've ever seen that Friends episode, and some of you are probably too young to know what I'm talking about, pivot, pivot, pivot. That's what we do every day. So you're going to want to make sure that you have the ability to do that. And if there's somebody helping you, let's say a front desk person, you're going to want to make sure that they know how to do that for you as well. So learning the front of house system and interacting with customers prior to being in a treatment room is critical. My friends, having owned and operated my own business as well, is the most critical part. It's your livelihood, being able to manage that and make sure that you're taking appointments and booking them properly. So learning how to do that and not being behind the treatment bed to start is a great way to start and help you with those skills. Sales, last but not least, sales skills can assist you with succeeding in your role. It's the responsibility of both the front desk as well as the person in the treatment room. So learning that and getting your hands on some real live test subjects, so to speak, meaning customers who are looking for products, is not going to hurt you. It's a great thing. What I will say is that you definitely want to get in there. You want to be able to learn the objections, concerns that your customer might have when you're talking to them about product. And when you're in some of these environments that we just talked about, you'll also be exposed to competitor products. And you're quite honestly going to get a lot of people who are going to say, well, I've been using this product for a very long time, and I'm not getting the results I need. So you're going to want to be able to become very familiar with what those products are about and being able to speak to different options for them. And you're not going to be able to do that unless you put yourself in a situation where you have exposure and you're hearing that feedback firsthand, and you're having an opportunity to sort of listen and then do some homework, whether that be on Google, social media, or just ingredient research. So get yourself in those positions where that becomes an opportunity for you, and where you have the opportunity to sort of get put under the gun, so to speak, and have to answer those questions in real time. It's great exposure before you build your clientele and you start to do that, and that becomes your livelihood. The partnership school difference, building vital sales skills, as we just talked about, you're going to be able to turn loyal customers into return customers, which is where you're going to build your bread and butter. Those customers who are your repeat customers are the ones who are going to buy the most. They're going to see you the most frequently. They're going to recommend their friends and family to you. We teach you that at the Dermalogica, when we teach you the Dermalogica way. So it's really important that that this education that you have received has set you aside and above some of the other people that you're going to be entering into this real space with, because you have different skills and you have a knowledge that goes deeper. Your point of difference is that you know how to identify their needs and for the right products, and you are going to offer them more credibility in a lot of ways because you've experienced these products now for so long. You have experimented with them, you've seen the efficacy, and you know the clinicals and you know the background. So you are going to have already a built-in trust, and as long as you keep enhancing those skills, you are going to become a bigger and bigger asset in your career. In contrast, employees who lack the necessary skills might focus solely on turning a profit versus nurturing the relationship. And I can't say that enough. We can all sell a product. Any one of us can sell a product, but being able to nurture the relationship and make sure that you are telling someone what they need versus what you want them to walk out with to make a dollar is going to be such an important thing that separates you from everyone else. So keep your integrity, go along with what you know, what your training is. And these are all things that we're hoping that you've have had instilled in you as you've gone through this process in your education. How do you become a Dermalogica account? So at this point, you have experienced Dermalogica. We've taught you, you've had some great instructors who have shown you the way. You've got ongoing education with our fantastic education team here at Dermalogica. What's next for you? If you want to open an account, what does that look like? Well, it's very affordable and it's very reasonable, and we want to set you up for success. So there's a lot of extras that are included in this. So there's a minimal investment starting at $1,000. The opening order includes, you get testers, you get collateral. That means everything from marketing tools to your shelf strips to extra things that you can order with your Derm dollars. Derm dollars are dollars that you are going to achieve every time you make a purchase with Dermalogica. They bank up just like regular dollars, and you can use those to purchase everything from Dermalogica scrubs, aprons, marketing materials, testers, samples. The list goes on, but those are all things that are available to you. As you progress in your success with Dermalogica and with your customers and your clientele, so to speak, you are going to achieve certain levels, which are derm circles. And what that means is that we have different tiers that you can hit with from your ordering status. And the higher you go, the more gifts and clout you get. And that can mean more, everything from more educational resources to prizes, to recognition, to, again, more derm dollars, things that you can reinvest in your business to help you grow. So you're going to want to partner with your business consultant, which we'll talk a little bit about, to learn more about that as you achieve these levels and as you achieve your success. Business consultant. Not all of you are familiar with what a business consultant is just yet, but that is an on-the-ground person who is basically dedicated to you to help you establish your business. These individuals do everything from work with you to figure out your opening order, to your reorder process, to set up education with your wonderful educators. They work with you to help you with your displays. They'll come in, they'll do education on our systems. They will work with you on every nuance of the business. And some of them I've even seen sit down and help with social media to get you to where you need to be so that you can get the word out about your fantastic businesses. These individuals are available for everyone who is a Dermalogica account. And to learn more about that, we are going to put some information on how to talk to a business consultant and how to start networking with them in the chat. So that's available to you. But you are going to have set resources that a lot of other brands are not going to offer to you, because we want to make sure that you are set up for success. Last but not least, you have access to the Pro Learning Hub and PST events, Dermalogica location services via dermalogica.com, meaning that your business would get posted on the dermalogica.com site. So if you type in a zip code, yours would pop up as a Dermalogica account. And if you have Dermalogica services on your menu, you will also be searchable via that. So let's say you are a pro firm, you do pro firm treatments, pro calm, you could type that in and your business would also come up within a certain mile radius. So those are all tools that are available, and that's branding and advertising that you don't have to pay for. It all comes with being a Dermalogica account. Things that I wish I would have known. This is a topic near and dear to my heart. I have not only gotten my aesthetics license and become a skin therapist, but have also owned and operated my own day spas and salons in the Bay Area in Northern California. I grew from one location that was 5,000 square feet to 4 locations in the Bay Area. And it wasn't easy. And what I want to tell you is that you can do it, but there's a lot of things that people aren't going to tell you as you get started on this path that, and I'm going to give you a little bit of insight and can always be available if you have more questions. But have a business plan, know your potential costs. Don't get sideswiped because everybody is going to try to sell you something. You need the latest and greatest table. You need the most wonderful hot towel cabbie. It's not true. Get what you need, have a plan, anticipate your challenges, know that you're going to have hiccups along the way. Cost of equipment, repairs and maintenance, those are all things that you don't think are going to happen because you're buying everything new and everything's going to be fine, right? That's not true. Plan for the rainy day, plan for the time when things might go a little haywire, and think about that. Towels cost a lot. Nobody tells you that, but towels are expensive and maintaining towels are expensive. So think about those things. Your time costs money. Services, customer service management, driving awareness, ongoing education, housekeeping of your service, of your business, whether that means Windexing your windows, whether that means cleaning your floor, bookkeeping, confirmation calls, keeping updated on your books constantly. All these things are time and they are money, but you have to plan for them. Determine your service menu. Don't try to be everything for everyone. If you are a single owner operator, don't be someone who is going after 50 services on your menu because you'll complicate things and you're not going to figure out your niche. Know what your strengths are and play to those. Every product that you purchase needs to drive sales. When you go into this, understand that if you do an opening order, you need to sell double that amount because what you're ordering is at cost. So you need to sell, let's say if you have $1,000 order, you need to sell $2,000 to make that back. So make sure that you are taking that into account and going in with eyes wide open and ordering what you know your strengths are, and make sure that the products that you're aligning yourself with are products that you believe in and that you're familiar with. Don't have any just, products on your shelf that are just for pretty to make it look full and nice. Have products you believe in, and we hope that Dermalogica is something that you do believe in and have that confidence that you can sell. Attracting customers, have a plan. Location, location, location. I can't tell you how many businesses that I have visited where they'll say to us, yeah, that they're not allowing us to have signs or placards on the street here, and we aren't allowed to have signs in the window. We aren't allowed to do any marketing around the neighborhood. Think about those things. Those are all things that you need to be aware of before you go into investing or leasing a business. Get in front of the mommy groups, fitness clubs, small hotels in the area. Do your social media, flex that muscle, become an expert at social media. Referral programs, chamber events, co-branding with other companies around. One of the things that I used to do was go to, at the time it was Gold's Gym, and then I went to like the Sheraton and the Westin, and I was constantly interacting with them, and I became their go-to. So when they had a customer, they would say, you need a massage or you need a facial, let's go to Therme Day Spa. That was where they'd send people, and it was only because I was constantly in their face. It took a lot of fruit baskets, but they became dedicated to me. So make sure that you're looking at all those opportunities and thinking outside the box. Think big, but start small. That's going to be my last and final piece of advice on this subject. Think big, but scale. Know that you can't do it all right off the bat. You have to make money to keep reinvesting money. So don't get ahead of yourself, because that can put you in a very bad spot. Last but not least, what I thought I would be doing versus what I would actually be doing. This is just such a very telling chart. And I know charts aren't a lot of fun, but I hope that you all see how I've simplified this and made it very real. I thought when I went into having my own business that I was going to be doing 40 hours of services a week and I was going to be making bank. That was how it was all going to roll out in my head. What I realized was that I was able to do about 20 hours of services because because I had to focus on social media. You know, there's a lot of Yelp reviews that you have to respond to. Social media, as far as posting, making people aware about my business, schedule management. You'd be surprised how difficult that can be because people call and change their appointments all the time and you're constantly trying to flex. Housekeeping, again, making sure that the salon and the spa was clean all the time. Financial management, don't underestimate this. You need to do a P&L and you need to be able to make sure that you are familiar with how to manage your outgoing dollars versus what's incoming. And last but not least, networking. It's such a critical part of your business, and making sure that you're able to, walk around your neighborhood. You are the mayor of the mall, so to speak, and that you're constantly talking to industry professionals so that you can continue to elevate yourself. Finally, I would say take a look at what we have as a brand with Dermalogica. Take a look at the landscape of the industry just in general, and align yourself with people and businesses that will support you. We hope that you feel like we are here as a unit to support you, and we constantly feel those arms around you, because we are a great big a family at Dermalogica, and we want to support you. We have a lot of resources, and we're hoping that you make decisions about your business. If it's not Dermalogica, just think smart. We want it to be Dermalogica, but wherever you go, whatever part of your business that you are thinking of, align yourself with professionals and people that will support you in this growth and on your journey with your career.